Hello, hello. Welcome to a Mind Elevation with me, Shavariel. Another video. So, again, hopefully you all are doing well and staying safe. I know I say that at the beginning of every video. It's because I genuinely mean it. And, of course, mental health, physical health, spiritual health. Ooh, talk about importance. It is needed. And safety. So may good safety, good health, good mental health be upon you all. And peace. May peace be unto you. So if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. That way you are within our family, our growing family here at Mind Elevation. And then also like the videos. Let me know that you like them. Share to care. Share with those whom you like and whom you don't like. Because you just never know what the outcome would be. Hopefully it is a good one. And then, it'll turn a situation into a collaboration. A healthy one. A healthy one. So whether it's with you or those who you love, good unity and peace is where it's at. So I just really wanted to make this message because it just felt like in my soul. Be careful. Be careful. And be diligent and watchful. Be careful, be diligent, and be watchful. It is a lot of things that are happening. Of course, that's normal. A lot of things will continue to happen, but it's a lot of unnecessary things, a lot of wicked things that are happening. Now, there are a lot of good things too now. It's not just bad stuff. Glory be to God. It's a lot of good things too. And for that, some that are bad, well, it's a bitter taste of those things. So you have people out here in the media eye. They call themselves leaders. Some. You have some people with influence saying that there is nothing wrong with the number 666, and that is a lie. That is a lie. Because if you don't know Revelations, the book of Revelations, I highly recommend you read it. Of course, read the whole Bible, starting with the Old Testament. Because they say the Old Testament is the New Testament. And the Old Testament is the New Testament? Yes, the Old Testament is the New Testament. The New Testament is the Old Testament revealed. That Revelations, though, is pretty deep. And in there it says the mark of the beast is 666. So please do not be fooled for somebody telling you 666 is not a bad number. It is the mark of a beast, not the beast. It's not just one. Mark of a beast. Okay. I also read on, there were two articles. There was one article where they were discussing men getting pregnant. And by men, they mean transgender men getting pregnant, but they're calling themselves men. And that a man can get pregnant. That is not true. A man cannot get pregnant. A transgender man, because that is a woman who turned herself, who got work done to be a man, but she still has a womb because she was born a woman. But now she is identifying herself as a man. but she is a woman with a womb. Men do not get pregnant. And I saw that article on a well-known media outlet. Confusing our babies. Because again, men do not get pregnant. And then the other one was about a woman that had so much work done on her body. One of her implants exploded, and her body just looked like something you just didn't even want to like catch, or when I say catch, it just looked like you just not really you don't want to touch that, because she has so much work done. She had work done on her breast, she had work done on her lips, her whole body. It didn't look good. And the reason why, you may be wondering why I'm sharing this with you, because these are the things that I'm speaking about. As subtle as they are, this is wicked stuff. So be mindful of what you watch. Be mindful of what you read. Be mindful of your children and their safety, their emotional safety, their spiritual safety, their physical safety. I sense that it has gotten so bad now that the adversary is looking to get in any which way into a person's life, any which way. Through the eyes, through the ears, through the taste, through the senses, through the physical, through just any which way. And I hadn't felt like this, I don't believe ever, but I know it's real. And the reason why I'm telling you is because it's thick in the atmosphere. And this isn't to scare you or for me to preach. I'm just giving you what the Holy Spirit gave me. And I feel it. I feel this thing in my soul. And I see it. I read about it. Now, I'm not just actively looking for this stuff. And that's the concerning part. I'm not actively looking for it. When I am on a certain article, things pop up. And these things have popped up. The first thing that I said, with the person saying 666 is not a bad number, I had been watching that person's work, and then they did an interview where that was said, and I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to watch this person again. Of course, I did a little bit after to see what the gameplay was, because that's just like Christians watch, or just like the adversary watches Christians watch the adversary to see what their play is too. Now, to get some game film, to see, okay, what's going on here? Like, what's happening? Okay. Got a prayer for you. And then the second part with the men being pregnant, and it's like, don't parade that in front of people. A man does not get pregnant. A transgender man, yes. Because that was once a woman who still has a womb. But a man, no. And then the lady with the body dysmorphia, because again, she had some work done. She had a lot of work done on her body. And the reason why she was up on the post was because one of her breast implants had exploded, and she just had what she had. But then I was just like looking to see how, like, what was happening. And people actually liked the post on Instagram because it gives you like a little clip of what that person's social media handles were. And I was like, who would like, not who, because I'm not surprised, but why like this? You're promoting that kind of behavior. You're telling little girls that this is okay to do. Flaunt your body in all this disgustness of what you have done to ruin your body. Man or woman. Don't do that. And be mindful, again, be mindful of what you watch. If it's something that's not good, do not go and rewatch it. Now, that's just like the basketball player who quoted a film. I believe it was a film and a book. He got in trouble for it in his work, but then people still went and bought the book and went to go see the film or looked at the film online. And the thing is, why, if this man got in trouble at work for mentioning the film or the book, why would you then go and read it and watch it? You're just making it more popular. Like, be mindful is what I'm telling you. Be mindful. This stuff is nothing to play with out here. And it's serious. And we have to wake up. Because again, and you know what I got confirmation of? When the adversary comes, it doesn't come just one time. Like if the adversary comes, it comes again and it comes again. That's why when the devil attempted to what's the word I'm looking for? When the devil tempted Jesus, it happened 3 times. And that's the adversary. It's not going to come just once. It's going to come a few times, and then after a few times, yes, it'll leave. But we as Christians, and even not even just as Christians, we as people, when we want something so much and we go so hard for it, and when rejection comes, it's like we get to that door, and if we don't do one big hard bang at it, then, son, did you open that door? Huh? Did you do that? Oh, okay. You can close it. But anyway, but when we go for what we want, and sometimes that we don't get it like how we imagined it on the first time, then we get a little winded or just like, oh man, like, is this something I need to do then? And the reason why I tied that into how the adversary works, it keeps coming. Well, we have to keep coming with doing the right thing. We got to keep coming. We got to keep going. We got to keep being persistent. We got to keep being consistent. We got to keep going and keep going and keep going. Even when we're tired, we just got to keep going and keep going. And I'm not comparing us to the adversary. I'm just saying they're going to come a few times. So then we have to come harder to do the right thing. To do the right thing, even when we don't feel like it, even when we get tired, we got to keep going. So I just wanted to give that to you. May this find you well. Have a good night.